I think most people are wrong about AI. When it comes to AI, I usually see two kinds of people. On one extreme, you have what I'd call the AI doomers. These are the people who believe software development is basically over, that softwares won't be needed anymore, that AI will write all the code and take over most jobs, and eventually humans won't have much to do. They say that we'll all live on some kind of universal basic income while AI runs the world. On the other extreme, especially in software development world, we have people who say something like, relax, AI is not that revolutionary, it's just another tool, it's not really going to impact software engineering in any meaningful way. I think both of these views are wrong, and like most of the things, the truth lies somewhere in the middle. So let's start with the AI doomers. Yes, AI is a useful and powerful technology, but the hype and marketing around it are completely out of control. And honestly, I hate that part. A lot of the strongest claims come from very smart and very capable people. When Jensen Huang, the CEO of NVIDIA, says something, or Sam Altman, or Elon Musk, or Geoffrey Hinton, these are not some random dudes. They have the credentials, they understand the technology far better than most of us, and they definitely have access to more information than I do. But the thing is that discussions about AI should not be purely technical discussions. Humans are complicated. We have emotions, we have incentives, we have agendas, we have very different life experience. So when someone makes a bold statement about AI, I think the first question should always be, where is this person coming from and what do they gain from this narrative? For example, there is a common claim like, in the next 6 months, 95% of the code will be written by AI. Technically, that might not be wrong. Jensen Huang has been saying versions of this for years. And even today, when I use AI tools, like when I give prompt to something like Claude or Copilot, it often generates code that's 90 to 95% correct. But the thing is, it's the remaining 5% that actually matters. If software mostly works, that's a very dangerous situation, especially when the software is running in production, handling real data, real money, and real users. If that last 5% is wrong and nobody understands it well enough to catch it, you're heading straight toward a disaster. So yes, you could say that AI wrote 95% of the code and the developer only wrote 5%. But typing code is not what makes someone a software developer. A software developer is a problem solver, someone who understands the systems, trade-offs, edge cases, and consequences. You still need a human in the loop, someone who can reason about what AI produced, fix what it broke, and make decisions that AI is not equipped to make. So when headlines say something like 60% of Google's code is now written by AI, that might be true. Technically, that might be true. But does that mean that 60% of Google engineers are no longer needed? Of course not. But that's how people interpret it. And that's why these statements scare people. I think we I think the people making these claims often know the reality very well, but they omit the details, the nuance gets lost, and what's left is a sensational headline that can not be really challenged. Now, just to be clear, I am actually in favor of AI writing code. I don't think software developers need to sit at a keyboard and type everything by hand. As fun as that might be sometimes, we are capable of much more than that. We should absolutely leverage better tools, automate boring parts, and evolve with the technology instead of resisting it. At the same time, for the people who say AI is not going to impact our jobs at all, I think that's naive. AI has already had a massive impact on software industry. The way we write software today is very different from a few years ago. As engineers, we are being forced to level up, to adopt and to rethink our role. And one uncomfortable consequence of that is that senior engineers are more productive than ever, and the demand for junior engineers has clearly gone down. So these days, fewer companies are willing to hire juniors and train them from scratch, and that's the real problem. Honestly, that alone is a crisis, and I think it deserves a whole separate discussion. So yes, AI has changed the industry a lot. It's a powerful and useful technology, in my opinion, but the hype, the fear mongering, and the marketing around it, that part is very, very unfortunate, and I think it's doing more harm than good.